It's a call trends that bus drivers are hearing a lot these days.
Dennis Fields is ready for pickup, 2012 Brookside Drive.
As more people turn to public transportation.
But now as gasoline is approaching the $4 mark, we are starting to see some people who have cars park their cars.
Instead, choosing to take this ride to places like the grocery store or to run an errand. Driver Madeline Pendergrass says she's been approached a number of times recently by residents who have questions about her bus.
Wanting to know what the schedules are.
Here in Bristol, Tennessee, in just the last month, the number of passengers riding these buses has increased by about 250. And it's not hard to understand why.
60 cents each way.
That's how much the bus fare is, which means you could ride the bus for 3 days for about the same price as a gallon of gas.
I would say transit will become more important as fuel prices continue to rise.
Because of that, Kingsport city leaders are taking a closer look at bus fares themselves.
We haven't raised our fares in 13 years, and so we are at the point where we need to make an adjustment.
An adjustment that will still be affordable for residents considering the alternative. We also spoke with Johnson City officials. They say their transit system has seen an increase as well, specifically with social organizations who are now buying bus passes for clients instead of giving them travel money. Leslie Omerode, News Center 5.
The heat is on at Fun Fest, and with highs topping out near 90, people are trying their best to beat the heat.
We try and monitor the people staying in line, and if somebody looks like they need some assistance, we'll get it for them. We have called EMS in the past if we felt like we needed it.
Concert goers not only face a long line in direct sunlight, but hotter conditions in the stadium. This turf is made up of sand and black rubber pellets, which absorb heat and in return make it feel 10 to 15 degrees warmer than the actual temperature. Attendees aren't the only ones trying to stay cool. Employees and volunteers at the Taste face the greater danger of the heat in the kitchen and the heat of the day.
It's hot. We're drinking a lot of Gatorade, we're drinking a lot of water, a lot of tea, trying to stay hydrated. Lots of equipment inside. Of course, the sun's beating down on us.
In addition to hydration, Taste vendors fasten their own network of fans for their booth to keep cool. FunFest added new fire code regulations requiring Taste of the Tri-Cities vendors to move extremely hot equipment outside for safety and health reasons.
Let's go! It's growing in popularity. Some refer to this as cage fighting, but it's actually called mixed martial arts.
MMA, mixed martial arts, is one of the fastest growing sports in America.
So what exactly is it?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai kickboxing, even karate and taekwondo.
Fighters in this sport have to be well-rounded and use more than just their fists. And while it's becoming a favorite pastime to watch for many, it's still very controversial.
A lot of people are unfamiliar with the sport still. They're not really educated on the technical side of it.
And instructor Dee Smith says it doesn't help that some hold events claiming to be organized but aren't.
MMA is a combat sport, but it's no more dangerous than like American football or gymnastics or boxing.
Instructors say the actual sport is organized and conducted very professionally.
There's a sanctioned ref that's in there to stop the fight if it goes too far.
And medical staff are on hand just in case a fighter gets hurt. Now, not everyone who trains in mixed martial arts is a cage fighter. There are schools in the area, like this one in Bristol, Tennessee, who teach the sport as a means of self-defense or even as a form of exercise. But those we spoke to say until more people are educated about the sport, a lot of misconceptions will continue to surround it. You can see the sport for yourself up close and personal Saturday night at Abingdon Fairgrounds. The event is called Ruckus in the Cage, and a number of local fighters will be participating. In Bristol, Leslie Omerode, News Center 5.
Students here are enjoying the sunny day, strolling to class, stopping for a quick bite, or just studying on the lawn. There's one thing none of these Appalachian State University students take for granted: the campus, where they spend most of their time.
I think our campus is absolutely beautiful in any construction that they're undergoing. They're very mindful of how we treasure the beauty and the nature and everything.
Dr. Clyde Robbins is in charge of the design and construction here. He's been with the school for 16 years and is loving how it's transformed.
Tech, I did the same job at Georgia Tech for 26 years. So it's an opportunity to do it again, rebuild a second campus.
One of the biggest projects here that brought the campus together is the front entrance. It also solved a flooding problem. Currently, there are 3 major projects taking place at a total of about $100 million. The first is improvements to the athletic facilities, the second is a new cafeteria, and the third a new college of education. It's not just the major projects that have made the transformation here, but also the small details like using the same shade of brick, the same light fixtures, and the landscaping. All of this adds to the continuity of the campus.
We've protected a lot of the green space like this. We've added a lot of trees to green the campus. So it's a very comfortable place for students to be.
And a place students will be proud of, not only when they walk around campus now, but also after they graduate and return as alumni. In Boone, North Carolina, Sheridan Crockett, News Center 5.
Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion 2008 is a once-in-a-lifetime event as living legends come together on State Street. Dr. Ralph Stanley, Doc Watson, T.G. Shepard, Sam Bush, the Dan Tomiski Band, Cephas and Wiggins, Cherry Holmes, new riders of the Purple Sage, Mike Marshall and Daryl Anger host the Midnight Super Jam. Weekend passes on sale at bristolrhythm.com. Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, September 19th through the 21st, State Street, downtown Bristol.